Hey there, folks. Today I'm going to talk about keeping score. Obviously, in a more metaphorical sense, not literally. Like in a baseball game or something. I think that as much as it sometimes offends our sense of fairness, we need to stop keeping score so much. Often it's counterproductive. It can be very destructive to relationships and especially, what I really want to talk about tonight, your self-worth. I've thought about what destroys self-worth in depression for a while, as I've been depressed for a couple of decades. And this keeping score thing, like, every time you make a mistake, it's like it's a huge black mark against you. But in reality, it's just the kind of small, dumb mistake, like forgetting your keys, or accidentally knocking something over, or leaving the milk out, or something dumb like that. Something that anyone could do. But to you, it's this whole enormous thing. It just sets off this whole chain of, like, emotions that leads to, I suck as a human being and I suck at life. That's not true. If you suck at life, then everybody sucks at life, because no one gets through it without making dumb little mistakes. And you don't actually know how many of those little mistakes other people make. So, don't go thinking that you make more than everyone else either. There's no way to back that up logically. You don't have any data. So, that's one particularly bad form of keeping score, especially when you're, not even being fair to yourself. When you're treating yourself abusively, like you're your own enemy and you're out to hurt yourself. You wouldn't treat another human being the way you treat yourself. Oh, but that's different. How exactly? Why is it okay to do to yourself what you wouldn't do to another? Maybe you deserve better, just like if you were to meet someone else in your exact same circumstances, you would say they deserve better. This is what I'm saying. So, I propose that you just repeat to yourself every time you make a little error, this is no big deal, and I'm not going to count it on my scorecard of life. I'm just going to ignore this kind of shit. Because it's not important. It isn't important, and therefore you have permission to treat it as though it isn't important. I mean, sure, everyone wants to learn from their mistakes, but learning from them and beating yourself up over them are two entirely different things. So throw away the scorecard, or at the very least, give yourself permission to think that some things are too insignificant to count against your self-worth. Like, you'll find that if you can pull this off, your self-worth will improve fairly radically, fairly rapidly. I guess that's all I've got to say for tonight. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.